Welcome back to another hotel review. Today we're taking a closer look at the Spark by Hilton in Tifton, Georgia. A hotel that left me with a more positive overall impression than I initially expected. As you probably know already, Spark is Hilton's newest budget-friendly brand focusing on converting older mid-size hotels into fresh, modern-feeling properties. In Tifton's case, this location was formerly a Days Inn, before a fairly extensive renovation and rebranding earlier in 2024. Overall, I genuinely enjoyed my stay, especially considering that Spark is designed for shorter and simpler trips, exactly the kind you usually have when you're on the road or just passing through. Let's start with arrival and the lobby. The hotel sits right off the interstate I-75, with plenty of free parking, which always makes check-in and check-out a breeze. The lobby felt welcoming, but a little small, and it also doubles as the breakfast area. Speaking of breakfast, this is exactly what you'd expect from a brand like Spark. Simple and minimal. A bagel bar with a few spreads, maybe some yogurt or cereal, but don't come here expecting a full hot breakfast. So if you're used to bigger hotel breakfast selections, this one will definitely feel basic, but for a value stay it's totally acceptable. When I pulled up to the hotel, I expected a standard cookie cutter room, but this one actually had quite an unusual layout. The room was kinda L-shaped and it felt quirky and unique, which I actually liked a lot. It almost felt a little like a suite by Spark standards. The room was clean, modern and nicely equipped. 2 queen beds, a small sofa and a smart TV. And for anyone who works while traveling, a highlight is the swivel style desk that lets you position yourself wherever feels most comfortable. Sadly, that doesn't help much if the desk chair itself is one of the most uncomfortable chairs you'll ever sit in. I won't sugarcoat it, working there was painful. But for a short stay, you'll manage. And here's a little anecdote from my stay. I actually fell ill on my way to the hotel and developed a fever later that night. And because I had this room with 2 queen beds, I was able to just switch beds whenever I woke up all sweaty and uncomfortable, which happened quite a lot that night. That way I always had a dry and kinda fresh bed to crawl into. It definitely saved my sleep quality during this rough night. Cleanliness was good overall, except for a little bug on the wall that we'll kindly assume wasn't a sign of anything serious. The hotel staff were friendly and professional, just what you want after you roll in after a long drive. The property's layout and facilities are simple, but the parking situation is great, and the property feels safe and easy to navigate. One thing that stood out was the old school elevator. A bit clunky, definitely retro, and fun in its own way. But the building only has 3 floors, so you'll find most folks opting for the stairs anyway. Unlike many hotels where stairwells feel eerie and off limits, the staircase here gets used, which felt surprisingly refreshing. And the location gets another bonus point from me because there's a Chick-fil-A just across the street. Final thoughts: if you're looking for a quick, affordable, clean place to stay with a Hilton name on the door, this property does exactly that. You'll probably never visit this hotel because you want to go to this specific location, but still, its location is its main selling point. As it sits right off the interstate I-75, there's a good chance you will visit it by accident at some point. It's not luxury, it's not full service, and the breakfast isn't going to win any awards. But the room is comfortable, the staff is friendly, and it checks all the boxes for a solid stay on the road. That's all for this review, thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next one. Before you go, there are a few other videos you might want to check out. The left video explains the Spark brand in general and its whole concept. And the other one shows you another hotel review.